Well, Nick Stone and Colonel Lynn are back in brute force. Nick Stone's on holiday in Northern Ireland, and he's trying to get a relationship going with a friend who's now dead, with his widow. And of course, it all goes wrong. The car gets blown up. What's going on? Nick then has to go and find out what's going on, because otherwise, you know, he's going to get killed at some stage. And it takes him to Italy, it takes him to Libya, and finally it takes him back towards Ireland, but on a ship. And what we discover is that the same old system is working.
Tripoli docks, October 1987. I sat well back in my seat and listened as Colonel Gaddafi's latest day-long rant burst from the radio like an Arab Fidel Castro on speed. I pictured a big mic blocking his craggy features as he denounced Reagan, Thatcher, and all things Western, so all you could see was a mad mop of black curly hair and angry flecks of spit flying in every direction. I was in the passenger seat of an old box-like Russian jeep. Africa was littered with the things, bare metal showing through the green paint, where thousands of boots and hands had worn it away.
I hope that it's the authenticity of the books that make them popular. What I try and do is always know the environment that he's in, whether if he's in a city. Well, I've been there, and if I haven't, if I write the book, I'll go there to just get that, just sort of the little details, make it more tactile, to give that environment more for Nick, and also, if he's, I don't know, if he's using a weapon, what does it feel like? What do your hands smell like after you've fired a weapon? Because certainly if the weapon's had gun oil on, once gun oil gets hot, it smells different to what it does when it's cold. If you're firing weapons a lot in the room, your nostrils block up with all the chlordite and your throat gets sore. Getting those details down, which hopefully makes the reader feel that he's there with Nick.
The Jeep looked just like any one of the 10-year-old American pimpmobiles we were parked alongside. Empty. I had my binos up, eyes on target. My main area of focus was the pair of big holes at the arse end of the ship from which 6-inch thick ropes snaked towards the quayside. The life of the docks continued around us. The quay was jammed with boats unloading TVs and white goods to feed Libya's consumer boom. This was an oil country and then some. Arabs from all over, brown and black, made up the labour force. The overseers were all expats. The air was filled with German, French, British and American accents. So much for the sanctions against what the White House called the mad dog of the Middle East.
I'm a big fan of recordings, and there's some people sort of say, well, no, they should be in print. But I think that the more different formats out there of stories, any stories, is a fantastic thing. And I like the unabridged versions because you get the full story. And for me, it's not so much the bang bang and the story of what's going on and the intrigue and the twist and all that. It's the character, and I'm quite sort of interested in characters in stories, because for me that's the main thing. Because if you're not with the character, well, certainly some of the story doesn't hang together. So I like if you like, the long form audio stories, so you can really get into the character and understand the reasons why he or she's doing whatever they're doing.